This fire is just amazing, just keeps on going and going. Look at how much smoke there is.
My phone is not picking up that.
Hey everybody, welcome to Tigner Adventures, where it is always an adventure. So
Bad or good?
the fire is burning out of control and we are in a level 1 evacuation now. So we are now ready. We've got everything all packed up and we are ready to leave. As soon as it hits 2, we are supposed to be getting out of here. And we're supposed to leave tomorrow morning. So we're hoping we can make it through the night because that's when we were going to leave anyway. But everyone else in the RV park is left but us. So anyway, if you look at this app here, this is called Watch Duty, and we are watching all the fires right next to us, and it shows that we're in the level 1 right now, but our level 2 is less than 2 miles away, and the wind just switched and we're now getting smoke smell, and it won't take long before this is completely covered with smoke. So anyway, that's just where we're at right now. We are going to be heading out, what is that, kind of like southwest of here to French Glen, Oregon. But there's a fire there called Jackass Butte Fire, and that fire is 18,000 acres and is burned across the road. So they closed the road today. Hopefully in the morning we'll be able to go. If not, we'll just drive up to that point of the road and just stop and I guess sleep there. I don't know. We're just kind of out in the middle of nowhere at that point. So anyway, that is the plan. So thanks for coming along with us, and we will keep you informed.
This is why they call this area Burns.
Oh yeah, that's right. This is Burns, Oregon.
Yes.
But right now, this is the worst I have ever seen it here. They had bulldozers. We were told from one of the ladies that live here that they had bulldozers, 2 or 3 of them wide, going through, putting a fire line on that side of town towards the fire. And it is getting really scary. They say the reason the evacuation's coming through, they've already evacuated the hospital because they're saying that there's a good chance we're going to end up losing power. So in our case, we don't really care, but the town does. And so anyway, so that's what's kind of going on. Good morning. Well, kind of an uneventful night. Not too much happened last night other than the smoke moved in. So you can see behind me that we're kind of got a lot of smoke right now. Look at our car. We got ash from the fire on our windows. The area still hasn't changed as far as the evacuation notice and everything, so everything's kind of on hold. The temperature really dropped last night, which was really nice because it was 58 degrees this morning, so that's really good. When they're fighting fires, they like to have it cool off a lot at night because the fire drops down, and so hopefully they'll get a handle on it today. But we are going to be leaving this morning, but I checked the map here and it is still closed, the road going out to where we're at, but it's only 8 o'clock this morning right now, and they probably really won't open it until 9 or 10, so I'm not worried. I'm sure they'll open it at some point, and so we're going to just kind of finish cleaning up some things and maybe have breakfast, and then as soon as that opens, we'll be heading out. All right, we are on our way. It's a little bit smoky, and our road is still closed, so we'll see by the time we get out that way what's going on or what our other options are. There's another RV park out that way, so we'll see if we can get to that one. So there's several fires in the area. If you look at this map right here, you can see that there are quite a few fires, and there's at least 2 really big ones. So all this smoke isn't just from one fire. We're kind of getting it from all over the place. So we're going to be dealing with smoke, I think, for the next couple weeks. A few fire trucks right here, and we've got a fire over here on our left. Yep, that's what I used to do. Looks like this is where the fire jumped the road. The dust devil going up the hill there. I'm sure if the road's closed, they'll have it blocked off, so. Next year, this will all be green again.
That's why, it's not a forest fire with
Yeah.
trees. It's still,
Yeah, forest fires are
these are big
devastating.
trees.
This is mostly sagebrush is what burns around here.
Well, you've got some bigger trees here, like that one.
Okay, Diamond Junction, 1/2 mile. This is where the road might be closed, so we'll have to find out. All right, what does it say here? What?
This
Slow.
fire activity ahead. Okay.
Okay, it doesn't say it's closed.
French route.
Fire activity ahead, so just keep on going.
But wait, there's more.
We got 17 miles to go, but this should only be about 4 or 5 miles, and then we should clear up after that.
So exciting.
So see a big fire? Fires can be good as long as people don't get hurt or houses get burned up
The animals don't get killed.
and the animals don't get killed. Can do a lot of,
These are probably fast moving, right? Especially in the wind.
if they get very much wind, this is all low-lying stuff and a lot of weeds and brush, so fire moves pretty fast. Especially if it's fields that have been, the hay has been cut, and so it's mainly stubble. Fire can go across that field in a matter of a minute or so. Amazing that it's just burning that stubble, but it keeps on going.
How would you do a person like this?
Like what?
If you had to go.
Well,
Could be stupid people.
we
What are they doing?
we had people drive through all the time. So.
Even when it was closed.
I don't remember ever closing any roads, so they're gonna move their trucks. Looks like. Oh,
So really, you only work June, July, August.
yeah.
3 months. You just gotta believe it. Stupid people. No, I don't care.
No, they don't care. Yeah, we're in the section where it says the road is closed, which don't make any
It is.
sense.
Someone fighting this bridge. But I know. It's like, really? It was back there that was bad. Bad's gone.
Yeah. Well, I guess tell Zoanne we made it through just fine. So we've made it past the area that said the road was closed, and this all looks good out here. So I think we're good, and we're just following these guys. This really isn't a pilot car in front of us. It's a wide load for the bulldozer that's in front of us. So not really sure where he's going because it doesn't show there's any fire out this way. Got lots of activity here. So the only sign that we found is the one that said slow fire activity ahead. So Definitely want to stay out of these guys' way. Lots of smoke still, though. I was hoping that when we got to this side of the fire, the wind was blowing the smoke towards us, but looks like the whole basin is full of smoke. So this is what it normally looks like. It's just hasn't been burned, and so you can see why fires can burn so fast out here. It's just nothing but low-lying brush and grass. We have made it. This is called Page Springs. It's a BLM campground, but it was 3 miles of dirt road, which is unfortunate for the car. So we're going to disconnect the car and drive around the campground to find our place before we take the rig there. We drove all around the park and we decided just to go with site number 1. We do that quite often. The very first one we see is the best one. And there are people that are back there, and it is first come, first serve. Now we do need to be really careful of rattlesnakes. They do have a lot of rattlesnakes out here. I had a guy that I used to work with the BLM, and he actually bent down at the stream to get a drink, and a rattlesnake bit him. He had a real rough time for a while there with his arm. It was a sling and had to really do a lot, but he didn't lose it, but it was a tough time. But look at this. We are right next to the river here. So we just walk right in here. It's nice and cool. We've got the water running by. We can sit in our chairs and just sit right out there in the river and enjoy ourselves. How's that for a camp spot? So, not bad at all. Look at that. That is pretty cool. You can see the smoke in the distance right there. It's not quite as smoky right here where we're at. But for now, this is our spot for this most of this week. I think we'll leave here early. Our next check-in is in Bend in a week from now. But there's a couple other things I wanted to see around this area. So the first thing we're going to do is take a trip up onto the top of the Steens Mountains, overlooking the Alvord Desert. And then one of the days during this week, we want to actually camp out on that desert. So we're going to kind of show you around a little bit. This is a really pretty area of Oregon. Besides all that sagebrush that's been burning and everything, and all the fires they've been having and everything, it really is a pretty area. Well, I haven't checked this out yet, but I'm thinking the water is going to be okay. I've never done this before. Try this out. Actually, the water feels really good. I thought it was cold to begin with, but maybe my feet's got used to it. So that definitely cools you down. You want me to move over more?
No, good.
You're good? Okay. What a nice river. It's always a first time for everything, right?
Whoa. Yeah.
We have our nice chairs from Camping World. Yeah, no shade, but hey, there's shade around, but yeah, go over there and maybe the deep end.
Well, like at 11 or 12, we can come out and it'll be shaded.
Yeah, but right now it is 83. Tomorrow it's supposed to get up to into 90s, like 91 or something like that. So
that's another 10 degrees. We
yeah,
might be out here just playing.
That's right. Anyway, pretty fun little campground. I guess we should take you around and show you the campground itself. You know,
Tansy out here under the trees.
I think we need to bring Tansy out here because she's just laying in there on the floor. I asked her if she wanted to come out, and she just looked at me like, "Are you talking to me?"
90 in the house. She just tries to find a place.
And actually, it's 90 up here, and it was just a little over 80 down here on the floor. So, and she likes to lay on the tiles because the tiles are a little bit cooler. So, Anyway, let me, we're gonna enjoy this, and then I'll take you on a tour of the actual campground. It's $16 a night, no hookups, it's just dry camping. If you have a senior pass, yeah, if you have a senior pass, you get it for $8 a night. This campground is called Page Springs, and you can see right over here, we're parked on the right there, right next to the Blitzen River. So that's a pretty cool little spot, and we get plenty of sun, so that works out well. Our friend's sitting over here on the left. She came to spend a few nights with us, and then there's another camper over here. This is a first come, first serve camping park. So the sites are fairly good size, and these on this side are all next to the river. But you can see that the campsites themselves are, you know, got some nice trees, great picnic tables, all made out of concrete. So those are pretty heavy duty for sure. This road right here just kind of cuts off over to the other side, but we're going to make a loop around the whole thing. But you can see there's still quite a bit of smoke in the air. So we haven't quite got away from that. Probably will not for a while. But this last area here, this is kind of the end of the loop, but it does go down to this direction to a little turnout. This is the Blitzen River trail, so you can go park down here and hike down along the Blitzen River. So again, it is first come, first serve, and there's no services. There is a water spigot, so you can get water, and the camp host says it's the best water you'll ever get, so to fill up before you leave. But there is no dump station or electric here, so everybody's running on generators or solar. But interesting enough, the camp host came around and told us that there's a fire ban on, and that you cannot use a portable generator unless it's sitting in the middle of the road at your site or on your table or something like that. But it can't be sitting out back in the weeds or anything like that. If you have a onboard generator like we do, no issues, but otherwise you're not allowed to use a generator. So interesting. But there's quite a few sites along here, and now we're on the other side of the campground away from the river. We have the hill on this one side, but it's really quite a very nice campground. This is BLM, so Bureau of Land Management, maintained and managed. So it does have a self-serve pay station. It says go find your campsite, and once you find it, then come back here and pay for your nights. So they have the traditional little drop off where you can fill out the envelope here and put cash or check in it, and then put it into this drop slot here. Like most of the BLMs have that, but this one also has this fee station. It's on solar here and everything, and we use this to pay. You just select the site you're going to do, and you just use your credit card. There's no extra fee for using your credit card, and works out really nice, and prints you a little ticket to put on your post. But this self-serve station has a lot of good information on the board here, so you can get a pretty good idea of the area and what's going on. Okay, well, that's the end of this video. We've had a lot of fun at this campground. This is a pretty cool place. So we really love this river back here.
Page Springs?
Yep, Page Springs, yeah. So a BLM campground. So it's not, there's nothing really here other than the nature. And so it's kind of fun to come out here and unwind, get away from the city a little bit and everything. And we got this cool river running here. This is the Blitzen River. This is nice. So anyway, we've had a lot of fun. So thanks for coming along with us on this little drive out here to get here. This kind of smoky still. It's not going to go away for a while, I don't think. But anyway, we'll just leave it at that for now, and we'll just plan on catching you on our next video or somewhere down the road. So you guys all take care.
And it proves that even though there's smoke in the air, you can go have fun.
That's right.
Yes.
See you later.
Bye.